Hi, I'm Salli Saffioti. I am an actress in theater, on film, on TV, and I'm also a voiceover actress. You might know me from voicing characters such as Katya Volskaya from Overwatch,
Do you know why you are here?
or Petra from Horizon Zero Dawn.
I could have a use for you.
I had the pleasure of working on great projects like the Agents of Mayhem and the Resident Evil series and Batman Arkham Asylum, on camera from shows like Shameless and Major Crimes. In regards to voice acting, it was not even on my radar. And I met this incredible person just randomly at a party. His name is Don Reed, and he came up to me at the party and said, are you the girl that's on the Tracy Ullman show? And I said, yeah, I am. He said, I'm a really big fan. Like, will you do those characters? And I was like, no, I'm also from New York, and I don't really kind of do that. When people say that, it makes me really uncomfortable. And he's like, oh, okay. And we have a little cocktail together. He starts doing his characters. He's hilarious. So finally I'm like, all right, I'll do a couple for you. And he turned to me and said, oh my God, like, who is the millionaire that represents you for voiceover? And I was like, what? And he said, who represents your voice? And I said, oh, I don't sing. And he was like, hello? Like, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about all these characters that are inside you. Who represents your voice when you're voicing them? And I said, nobody. I don't do that. I guess I represent myself. And he said, your life just changed. He made one call to ICM, who was my very first agent in town, to the president of the voiceover department, and he gave me a start, but really because Don Reed gave him the hard sell about the level of talent he thought I was operating on. When I played Mistral in Metal Gear, and she was this Mistral, the French wind of the north, and she's got these arms, and she's like very dark and very so evil. I mean, like, she'll like please you and she'll decimate you like in a half a second,
I am Mistral, the cold wind of France.
I couldn't relate to that person, but man, I wanted to find that piece inside me and go, ooh, that was fun to live there for a couple hours. But like my best experience that I had was playing Ming Namara in The Lost Odyssey, because that was just different than anything I've ever worked on. Like every day you went in to work, and was a number of sessions over a long course of time, and they had the most beautiful movies, I would call them, cinematics, I guess, for you to watch. Totally swept away with that. Everyone that worked on it, I think, felt the same way. It was a really magical way to work. So that was my favorite experience, I would say. But I love something about all the characters, I guess. I love villains, because I'm not a villain in my life. Like, I'm a really good person. I'm probably more of a hero. So it's always fun to play a hero, because I feel like, yeah, like women's empowerment. Come on, like we're gonna save the day. But dipping into the villain is, I don't know, it's like the spice of life. When I had the pleasure of voicing Thalystra for World of Warcraft, Andrea Toyas was the director, and the very first thing we worked on was the cinematic, and it was this beautifully written paragraph about like the story of this civilization. Thalystra is like at the edge of a bridge, and she's like speaking about how everything is ruined, and they've lost everything, and she's sitting there watching her city burn, and it had once been like a beautiful place. So she talks about how it was this beautiful place, and now everything is ruined and everything is lost. It reminds me of 9/11, and I said, whoa, because then when you look at it like that when it's that intense, that was like a game changer. And I ended up crying, and she ended up crying, and we were both on the phone, instantly brought right back to 9/11. But it was like the plight of that civilization was the same as for certainly New Yorkers, but all of us that went through it on that day. So that was one of the deepest moments I've ever had working on a video game session. I'll answer that question in part 2, right here on Talking Voices. I'm Salli Saffioti, and please subscribe to Verite Voiceover on YouTube.